Hello Internet, we are back with more of our acclimating series for Cataclysm. In the last episode we did a little bit of stuff with our survival skill, found some veggies. I think we're going to head back out and go gather some of those tanks off of that vehicle we saw in the last episode. My mustache is in the way. I have a full beard right now, and the beard itself doesn't bother me, but the mustache part of it, oh, it's getting a little long. Needs a trimming. Plan to go to the next Magic pre-release, which is War of the Spark, which is the 27th, I think. That weekend it comes out, and I plan to go to that. And I plan to shave before I go because I want to look nice. And by shave, I mean use a clippers and trim my beard. Monster spotted. Why? Where's the mini-map? If I could see the mini-map, I would know. Okay. I literally can't see anything. Okay. Well, that was a waste of my time. Yeah, I plan to go to the Magic pre-release, and I want to look nice because I've never been to one before. And I look a little not so good when I have the big beard. No. Why does the minimap disappear when you're interacting with a vehicle? That makes no sense. We're going to unload these. Pour on the ground because I don't care. Nope. Unload. Pour on the ground. Okay. I really want to set this on fire and see if it burns, but at the same time I don't want to blow up because I don't know about Cataclysm. I don't trust Cataclysm not to blow me up. So we're just going to carry this home. I could advance inventory both of them at once, but honestly it's fewer key presses to just pick it up and carry it home. And that'll, that ultimately saves you time, so try this. We'll just dump these out here. Okay. We'll head back. Oh yeah, so I've had a little bit of a rough day yesterday. Shady zombie. Not really worried about that right now. I would like to kill them before it becomes daylight. I just don't really trust coming to this new unexplored part of the town. During the daylight, there could be a huge horde there, and we would never know it until we came around the corner. Northeast, we hear an explosion. Oh, there's a minefield. Okay. I don't know when I saw that. When was I over here? Maybe just during the daylight I got a glimpse of it. Okay. Well, that'll draw them in, I guess. 60-liter tank. Wheeled it. I head back. Yeah, so last night was a little bit rough. So I work at night, and my work requires me to do a lot of driving. And I was mostly done. I was heading home. I had about 20 minutes left on the ride home. And so I started noticing earlier in the night that my lights seemed kind of dim. Like I was struggling to see a little bit. And I noticed when I turned on the interior lights, they also were a little dim, and it was very strange. And then I noticed my windows are going up and down very, very slowly. And I thought, oh no, my battery is dying. So this has wheels, has gas, has battery, but it also has a faulty engine. What do you need to fix? A new water pump. I don't know. Are these craftable materials that you can make to fix engines? I mean, I highly doubt we have the ability to do anything about it. But so this army knife. I mean, we already have better things, but we'll take it. Why don't we explore these houses a little bit? So I started to think, oh no, my battery is dying. And then I remembered that I've been taught, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what I was always told, is that as long as a vehicle is running, the battery can't die. Like the battery won't, your engine won't stop, because as long as the engine is running, it generates enough. It doesn't require electricity to continue running, is what I was told, because as long as there's gasoline, it's going to continue combusting because it generates enough power to spark the next time. And I don't know if that's true, and I don't know cars, so do not judge me. Brainless, not a concern. We'll pop out and end his life real quick. Oh, not wielding anything because I'm a dummy. So we'll run away from him and we'll wield our spear. Now we'll kill him. So I wasn't super worried that it would like all of a sudden shut off on me, but I was worried that because it was nighttime, I was using my headlights, and I thought, well, maybe that is too much. Maybe it has enough power to continue powering the engine, but not also the headlights. So my headlights were getting dimmer and dimmer. It's very late at night. I was very nervous, and I thought like, I just gotta make it home. If I can just make it home, you know, we can get a new battery, not a big deal. Of course you got me. It seems faster than I kind of remember them being. And I thought, oh, you know, you just got to make it home. If you can make it home, you know, you'll go get a new battery. Not a big deal. We can test it, make sure that's what the problem is. Why did I do that? I should have just grabbed. It doesn't matter. Gold watch we'll take. We'll butcher this. I really wish these had some value to me, but they don't. What is this? Electronic safe. Okay. I don't know how you open those. And I thought, you know, just make it home, just make it home, just make it home. And then, no, my car shut off right in the middle. It was where, you know, it was about 6 a.m., which is, you know, heavy commuter traffic at that time of morning. And it was in an area where it was 55 miles an hour, and there was no shoulder, so I literally, like, the engine just shut off. There was nothing I could do. I had a few seconds where I could pull over. We don't need another one, but we can. You know what? We'll take it because I don't know if. Yeah, it has electronics in it. So if we get to that point where we need electronics, we'll want to be able to disassemble as much stuff as we can. Not useful, not useful, not useful. So I didn't have very long. You know what? We're going to grab a couple of these so that we can get some paper. We'll have things we can butcher for paper. I don't know that I really need paper, but we might as well. I gotta at some point grab that kind of stuff. So I'm stuck on the side of the road, and there's no shoulder. So, and like I'm at a steep embankment that goes really sharply downhill as soon as you move off the road. I want to murder you, Raccoon. I want meat. I crave meat. You slippery little bugger. Okay. So there we got meat. Oh, should not have come over here. A few of them have spotted us. We are going to back up and let them come to us. Because we don't want to deal with an entire horde. And if we have to, we're going to deal with them one at a time. As best we can. That dog's going to come pretty quick. So I want to kill this before it gets here. Silver earring. Come on, pupper. You're actually surprisingly slow. Why does the dog seem so much slower than they usually are? Take the dog harness. Why is that not filthy? Why is this not filthy? Oh, it doesn't count as armor. It is literally just an item. What kind of item is it? It doesn't say. Of course it wouldn't say. Why would it say? It's really no concern to the player. That's something that the developers need to know. Really want to butcher that corpse, but quite a few of them over here, and there's more around that corner. None of you see me? Definitely shouldn't be sprinting, because if they do start coming, we need to be able to run away. Quick butcher. Really? You're telling me. So I don't know if you've ever seen a raccoon. I see them all the time when I'm driving at night. I drive I live in a pretty rural area. Most of the raccoons I see will probably weigh as much as my dog, like at solid like 22-pound animal. So it's very frustrating to me that all we got out of this was 2 teeny little scraps of meat. Like, this is pathetic. This is ridiculous that there's no meat on this animal, especially because I put myself at risk to do this. I'm very irritated by that. Not happy about that at all. See about killing this guy. Anyway, so I'm sitting on the side of the road, and I had to call a family member, and it's 6 a.m. and he's retired, so it's like I had to wake him up and get him to come out and come give me a jump. And of course he gets there, and there's a cop sitting behind me because I'm sure somebody called in that there's a car sitting on the side of the road, partially obscuring, the lane of traffic. And it was not fun. And then we had to stand on the side of the road where it's 55 miles an hour, and we're not in traffic, but we're close enough that it's not a good place to be. We'll put useless books over here. And had to jump the car, and there's a cop there, and I have a sort of spotty history with police officers, so for the most part I don't mind the police. I actually kind of like the police, but they do make me nervous. So yeah, so not ideal. So I think this uses ethanol, the soda can kit. What does it use as fuel? Denatured alcohol. So denatured alcohol could have some value. I don't have a container for it. Well, I don't. Hold on. Let's look at the volume of this. Volume 0.75 with 500 charges. So presumably that would all fit in a regular. Most of it would fit in a regular. Let's unload the soda can kit into plastic bottle. So it did hold all of it. Okay, good. There we go. And there's none left. Well, fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So put the denatured alcohol on the... Actually, does it have any just regular use? Mixed with methanol to make it toxic to drink. Alcohol burning stoves and as a solvent. So I could use it to make makeshift disinfectant, but it on its own is not super useful. So we'll put that in our chemical pile. So I'm glad to have that. We'll drop the soda can stove. I'm never going to use this thing. And we will drop the gallon jug again. We'll drop the dog harness on the clothes pile, I guess. Because that's where we'll go if we're looking for like fabric and stuff. So we'll put that there. Battery, solder, and thread can go on the tool pile. Cigarettes on the medical pile. And we have an orange. How long does an orange? 1 season. That sounds pretty good. We'll leave that here. We're now very hungry. Why don't we cook the rest of those vegetables? Or some of those vegetables. Activate fire. And veg. Cooked wild vegetables. We'll make those too. Eat them. Nom nom. We are getting tired. We probably should have slept. We actually stayed up most of the day, so we're probably going to sleep through most of the night, which is a real problem. We need to... I think we're going to craft a bed in the basement because I'm really not sure what to do with these corpses. And I'm pretty sure it's not good for you to sleep in an area where there are corpses. We're going to sleep. Probably should have saved first. We're very hungry again, even though we literally just ate. We are now famished, which is not good. I believe famished means we now have we're running low on actual calories, which is not good. This actually has a much bigger impact. Oh, apparently it doesn't. I was gonna say it has a big impact on this stuff, like our hunger and like our thirst does, but apparently it doesn't. Which is fine. So let's eat something a little more substantial. What do we have in the way of perishables? Nothing. We have everything lasts for a couple seasons. We have dry goods. Oh, that's right. We left a lot of food back at the other base. So we'll try to make that trip here in the near future before the sun comes up again. We did bring the hot dogs. We could make the hot dogs. We don't have a bread item. So it would just be the campfire hot dogs. Hot dog. Just hot. Campfire hot dog. Hot pants. We could make some hot pants. So these are 130 calories. They take 1 minute. Didn't it take 3 minutes in the last episode? Like, didn't we... I explicitly complain about it taking... Or commented on how good it is that it only takes... Whatever. We'll make all of them. Eat. We're no longer famished. Maybe that's not an actual calorie deficit one. Maybe that is just a, hey, you're kind of hungry at this point. But we'll eat another one just in case. And we will drink. Do we have clean water? No. Why don't we... We have a gallon jug here. There's the keg. Okay, we'll fill the gallon jug. So if each thing is 0.25... Wait a minute. So how many charges does a gallon jug hold? We don't have a gallon jug that's already full. Well, let's think about this. So if a bottle of water... So 0.25 is one charge. So 4, 12, 15. So we can make 15 charges of clean water. Clean water, 15. Pour into container. Gallon jug. Now we have a gallon jug of clean water. And we'll drink that. Oh, we're very thirsty. Oh, no, wait, that's... I was like, man, we're very thirsty. It's not changing, but I forgot it changes over time now. So that's fine. We're going to drop the toolbox. Well, yeah, we're going to drop the toolbox again to gather just a little bit more space in our inventory. We also need to drop this pitchfork. That's not going to be any use to us because we want as much space as possible so that we can quickly travel. What did this need? Can't we just ride this back? Oh, it has no tank. Well, we could put a tank on it, but by the time we did that, it would be daylight because it would help make our trip back and forth, but we're just gonna hoof it, I think. We'll hang on to the hot dogs. Who cares? Turn on safe mode. And we'll head back to the old base. Actually, we're gonna save and we're gonna look. We got a couple minutes left. Why don't we ask ourselves a question? Would you rather be gossiped about or never talked about at all? That's actually a slightly difficult one because I enjoy, like, I like knowing that people are thinking about me. So it's kind of nice if they're gossiping about me. But at the same time, gossip is usually a really negative connotation. And so, yeah, I'd rather you not talk about me if you're just going to kind of shit talk me. But if you're gossiping and being like, oh, isn't he such a lovely, what a great YouTuber that guy is, then yeah, you can say that all day. That's fine. And it kind of gives me the warm fuzzies knowing that somebody is, you know, having a positive. So have we just forgotten these tiles or have we never been here? I think we've forgotten these tiles, but that's okay. We don't really need to know everything. Because I think we just passed where we found all those guns. Anyway. Oh, here's our base. I thought it was further away. Okay. Yeah, so don't gossip. Gossiping is a jerk thing to do. Well, we don't need more water. I do love 3-liter glass jars, though. So we might want to take them, but we'll grab everything that's not alcohol. Well, some of these are alcohol, but I meant like the hard alcohol. I don't mind the beers and stuff because they do usually have a pretty good quench. Grab all those. What's in our tool pile yet? We'll just grab, we really don't need a million lighters and stuff. We will take the refillable lighter just in case we lose ours for some reason. I mean, I guess we'll just grab a lot of this crap. Soldering iron we want. Might as well take the tongs for later. We already have a vibrator. Vacuum sealer we have, but it does have electronics in it. I don't know what jumper cables are really used for. I mean, I literally know what they're used for, but I don't know if that's how they work in the game or not. Oxygen pack. We'll take the duct tape, of course, and the batteries. Can't believe I left those behind. These also have electronics in them. Charcoal smoker is a pretty big item. And we already have one. I don't think we need another one. Umbrella we don't need. We'll take these for electronics as well. And they're pretty small. Really don't need a sewing kit. We'll take the drills as well. Okay. Oh, we're not going to have enough space for all the food. That's okay. We'll just grab what we can. And then whatever we can't, we'll make another trip later. Really don't need rotten cattail stalks. Why don't we focus on taking small items? We'll take as much of the... Well, we don't want to just take the canned stuff. We'll take small things. Pine cones. Pork. Oh, we're overweight. That's okay. I think if we're slightly overburdened, it doesn't really affect your stamina that much. At the same time, you know what? We're actually... that puts us at risk, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to drop... Why don't we drop the drills? Yeah. So that'll do. We're also going to grab this crane while we're here. It's going to make noise, but I don't think it makes a super a lot of noise, so maybe it'll be okay. And at the first sign of danger, we can drop it and run. But we might as well bring it with us because we're probably going to need one at some point in the future. And this saves us having to craft another one. Yeah, so ultimately I got jumped and I drove the car straight home and made it home okay. And I believe we got a battery for it. I gave my card to my relative to pick up a battery, and I assume that they did. And probably will go put it in after I'm done recording. And that will also give me a chance to confirm that you don't need bolt turning to put a battery in a vehicle. And I might even bring that up with people on the forum, because I don't know why we need bolt turning in the game to change a battery. Mine literally has like plastic covers that you just screw it on with your fingers. I mean, it's a metal. It doesn't matter. It's not. It doesn't matter. Anyway. So I did get home safely, of course. No, we didn't get hit by a car. Cop didn't give us a ticket or anything like that. Why would he? It was just just checked to make sure we were okay, and then went about his business. We went about our business. And we'll drop these remaining tools, and then we'll call the episode there. This is pretty boring. Probably, you know what, I'll just do this off camera. So for now, we're going to call the episode here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, maybe click that like button. Maybe leave me a comment. If you really enjoyed the episode, or you really like me, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I put up new Cataclysm videos every day of the week, and we're going to start doing a show on Fridays where we talk about what is new with Cataclysm over the course of the last week in the experimental. So if any of that interests you, be sure to check back. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.